Hello everyone, this is Rattue 498 and this is a 2v2 commentary battle on Spanish Lakeside map. I'm playing as France, Krasnikov is playing as Russia, and our two opponents are from the Huntsman clan as well, and they are buzzfuzz playing as Prussia, who will be facing me, and banastre, who's also playing as Prussia, who will be facing Krasnikov. So first thing I'm going to say is a little area down by the back of the river which you can get units behind, cav units, line units, whatever you want to take around there. Something for you to take advantage of. Some players don't notice it, so it gives you a little bonus at the end. So as you can see, Krasnikov has come up onto the hill and he's going to be taking up position. I'm going to be sending 3 old guard up to the hill with him. As you can see in the centre of the map there, there's 3 old guard going up onto that hill. I've come forward, I'm going to make a stake line with my lights in front, put my line behind. I have 2 howitzers, and both our opponents have 2 howitzers each, which are going to be pounding down on the hill. If you are going to take howitzers on this map, then you've got to make sure they're not hitting the mountains half the time, because you will find they're going to hit into the mountains. So this is where they've positioned their howitzers, as you can see, and my howitzers are slightly further back, out of range of his, just in range of his front line. So if I'm going to push up, I can aid support fire to my front line. So as you can see, I've stake lined, and there's a lot of Prussian lights down there firing at me. Here, this is Krasnikov's horse art. This is the only artillery piece he brought, and that's getting pounded by the Prussian howitzers at the moment. So I've got about 7 or 8 Prussian Fusiliers who are going to be shooting at me, which is why I put a stake line up. And I'm also going to pull my lines back. As you can see inside there, my lines are slightly going away. Stop them getting fired by any stray bullets. So there's loads of Prussian Fusiliers massed in there. And there's a couple more on the top going up to the top of the hill. So up here we've got a couple of lights that Krasnikov has brought down, and he's going to be shooting into the lights which are attacking me, giving me a little bit of fire support. So basically I'm not losing many men. They've got to fire through trees, past houses, and through the stake line before they can hit me. And then of course I'm in light infantry mode, so I'm crouched down low to the ground, so I'll be able to hold there for quite some time. Now these are like the militia units, and they're pretty handy in melee. They're not bad at all. So as you can see, there's a couple of them going in, and there's some musketeers going into melee as well. Krasnikov's plan was basically just to melee. Not going to do any big shootouts or anything like that. Just to melee and try and do a hammer and anvil tactic if he can. So it's more melee coming down here. There's howitzers firing in here as well. These are grenadiers, the best grenadiers I believe that Russia have. But they all get beaten off pretty easily, I believe, by the cav units that banastre sends in. So here, as you can see, there's a lot of melee going on. And this is the little hill. It's like got 3 tiers to it. The bottom, which I'm on, the middle tier, which is got 2 slopes either side, so up and down, and then 2 slopes either side up to the top tier. So cav charge sent through. I've got 3 old guard behind. Krasnikov, when he's going in for melee, likes me to have a few old guard around. Just for the scare ability, really makes it a bit easier for his guys to rout the opponent. So my old guard are getting hit by some howitzer shot now. As you can see, there's some lights in line there. There's some more melee going on here. Krasnikov has got a cav unit going through as well now, straight into these light units. And his plan with these is to try and get the howitzers. He wants to try and kill these howitzers off because they're doing quite a bit of damage to him, and howitzers also, if people are getting hit by artillery, they get scared, so it also makes them run away quicker, which is also something which he doesn't want. So I'm focusing my fire now on the middle tier with my howitzers. I'm sending an old guard unit up around the back and to the top to lend a hand to routing off these guys. Krasnikov manages to get a hit on the howitzer units, and he's going to manage to rout both these howitzer units away with this cav unit. As I've said in previous videos, you really want to leave some support back for your art. It's quite important that you do that. So, more melee are going to come in a minute. As you can see here, the middle tier is pretty much won now. I'm going to rush forward old guard unit, and Krasnikov's going to rush forward one of his line units as well. And up here at the top, he's going to go melee. Now this is the kind of hammer and anvil I was talking about. I think it's about now. He's going to pin the opponent on the front, going into melee with him. And here's the cav unit from behind. So when your opponent is pinned on the front, then rush your cav in behind, and you're basically flattening them. So he's pinned from the front, can't do anything, then whack him from behind, and you get to do some serious damage to that unit. So that's the kind of thing he plans to do when he does his melee builds, melee tactics. So managed to rout away Banastre general now. Form square with his liners, so say I've got the old guard behind. So they managed to shoot up any cav. As you can see, they're firing away now. They managed to shoot up any cav, and because they're the old guard, they're very scary. So as soon as these cav units lose like 10-15 men, they start shitting themselves and they start doing a runner. So as you can see now, that they're all starting to run away. My artie's trying to shoot off the cav units as well. So the top tier, the big hill, has been taken now. Krasnikov's managed to melee that one for us. I've got one of my line units come around this little alley down the Sidley River like I said about earlier. So they're going to engage with that line unit, and they'll be able to beat that line unit as they're in the trees and they're up higher. And this is what I said about the howitzers. Make sure your howitzers aren't doing this. This is something that they don't want to be doing. If they're doing this, find another target and start shooting at something different basically. Or you can move your howitzers. If you move your howitzers further away, they'll be able to hit. So here, a little fire and run by Banastre. Not that you've got much choice really, don't want to get involved with the old guard. But my olds managed to get a shot off, and they managed to rout away one of the light units. So here, as you can see, they're going to have to reform another line now. Krasnikov's going to have the hill advantage when he goes down there. There's still a load of lights. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lights down there, I believe, still against my 4 volts, which under normal circumstances would get completely destroyed. My 4 volts they wouldn't stand a hope in hell. I get a cav unit behind. You'll see that at the top of the screen there. I pay absolutely no attention to this cav unit. Look at it now. It's been charged by the Prussian Lancers, and it's got a line unit shooting at it, and I didn't even notice that was happening. So buzzfuzz pulled the wool over my eyes there, and he had a damn good laugh about it in TeamSpeak as well straight afterwards. So we're going to start moving down the hill a little bit. The lights are going to start engaging. Krasnikov's lights. My line are coming down. They're old guard. As you can see in the background, I've got my artillery now firing on his lights. I'm going to try and weaken them up before I push forward. So Krasnikov's still got a half decent force up here ready to go down the hill, and I'm going to start moving forward in a second. So here my guys are going to move forward. They're going to get shot the shit out of them. There's a lot of stuff in between, so it's not going to be as easy for him to hit me. As I say, my art's now firing down. I'm going to start doing some damage. That's a foot guard unit they're aiming at now, I believe. And with my unit behind, you see, he can't have as many men in the forward line. So now I'm going to bring my lines up. I'm going to leave one line back, as I always say to do, to protect my RT. So I bring my old guard up and see red flags. So we're going to do quite a lot of damage to this flank now. That's one unit routed away. Kras is going to bring more units down now to support. My two old guard have moved up and they're starting firing at the lights. You can see where the old guard moved up, red flags again. So I pop my lines in front of my lights. Now I'm going to rush my lights in front of my line. I'm going to have to bring the old guard down the hill as he now outranges me. Kras sent a cav unit in going for the art, hoping to be able to kill off the two howitzers. So here my old guard now come down. I'm still firing on this right flank with my howitzers now, and I'm going to keep pushing up my lines and my lights. They're going to take some quite heavy losses as they're getting there, but they should do a good enough job. Over on this side now, Kras warns me of cav charge, so I form square with my old guard. And the cav charge is completely ineffective in the end. Another one comes in as well, they rear up too.
Our men are running, sir.
So we managed to stop the RT firing for a couple of minutes, but they do start firing again in a second. As you can see, one of my lights have routed away pretty much instantly from moving back forward again. And now my line and my lights are going to just engage with his line and lights. I've got two old guard on the right on my left flank, so they give me a little bonus. And I've got a unit behind, which means he can't fully engage me. My old guard is still standing here, and Krasikov's men are pushing up, and they're pretty much destroying everything in front of them. So I've moved my Polish Legion down now, off the hill, so they're going to start engaging from behind. So my RT's firing down as my lines are firing in. There's a lot of firepower there. The old guards are going to go melee in a second. Yeah, they go now. I'm taking quite a few losses, a lot more than I wanted to. So I wanted to just get in melee. Basically finish that flank off. So as you can see, now Krasikov's in full melee as well with his guy. And Buzz sends his general into my old guard. He's going to make him rout away, but they only had about 60 men when they charged, so I wouldn't be too surprised. And this old guard unit did a good job on that musketeer unit, and they still got quite a few men. So my artillery's still firing on this foot guard unit. My lines are firing in on him. As you can see as well, my Polish are doing a great job on that musketeer unit too. So I'm being able to flank that guy, that unit as well. And my artillery base still firing, and I'm bringing up my spare Polish Legion unit, the one that was protecting my artillery. There's no danger now apart from the general, which really isn't any danger at all. Soon the general will just rout away anyway. So soon the general will run past, form a quick square with my Polish behind. And as you can see now, Krasikov's got one unit from his guys come back from routing. Other than that, he's free to flank.
A glorious victory, sir, is soon to be yours.
So this is pretty much the end of the battle now. As you can see, just killing off the general. He's going to rout away in a second before he gets to the artillery. And that's all their units routed. I hope everyone enjoyed the video. It was requested that I did a 2v2 on Spanish, so here it is. Thank you all for watching. Please rate, comment and subscribe. And please also check my other channels in my other channel section for other commentators. So thank you all. Bye bye.